Episode 4 of your journey from Accra to Cape Coast. And from this level, we are actually continuing our journey from Winneba Junction or Winneba Township to Mankessim Township. So if this is your first time watching and you want to watch the entire thing, just check in the description of this video. You'll see the episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 before you come and continue with this episode 4 to actually get the entire view. So at this juncture, you are still at Winneba and you are yet to leave the city of Winneba to start your journey to Cape Coast. But we're not going to be reaching Cape Coast from there. We're going to be reaching Mankessim. That is another major town from Winneba before you actually get to Cape Coast. So it is beautiful and it's amazing. For those of you who actually want to relocate to the central region of Ghana and you are looking forward to seeing your journey from Accra to that place, you have to use this video as your map. I'm very detailed with my videos. That is why I'm having them so long and I can't box everything, but definitely I will try to compact everything into one single video so the next time you don't get to suffer. But for now, just enjoy your video while we keep going. So we live in the township of Winneba now, and off we are to Mankessim. Yeah, so at this point you can see the rain had stopped. So this entire journey, it's kind of rainy, you understand. So that's one thing I always tell you, to always study about the southern part of Ghana, the central, the eastern. They always have higher rainfalls, and this journey alone we experience I experienced about 2 rainfalls right from where we coming from, that is around Potsin Junction. There was a rainfall, and right from Winneba here going to Mankessim and Cape Coast there was another 2 or 1 more rainfall. So it's look at this signboard, heritage rest stop. So I'm pretty sure it could be kind of like a tourist attraction. I've not been there, but for those of you who know about it, can actually brief us what it is about. So you can see how the road is laid out. The road is so smooth. Yeah, so most people have a misconception that in Africa our roads are not good, but trust me, your journey from Accra to Cape Coast is an interesting one. Yeah, you get to actually see how the road is, because maybe I'm recording from the windscreen, it doesn't look so fresh, but in reality this is more greenish. Yeah, it's more greenish in terms of like lemon greenish than what you're seeing. So you can just take a look at it, you understand. So it's an interesting journey that you can undertake. You can see how the road is. A lot of cars are actually on that road, using it from Cape Coast, using it from Mankessim, using it from Accra, using it from central region, Sudu, and other areas, actually using this road, and it's very peaceful. Yeah, so another thing you need to learn about the road is that it's kind of like curvy, so when you are it's a sense of caution, you understand. So the road is okay. So you just one lane at each side. We're hoping that in the next few years, from Winneba going to Mankessim or from Winneba going to Cape Coast will be expanded. Yeah, as development is coming, things must keep expanding, you understand. So one may want to learn about the cost of living at this area. Cost of living at central region, it's kind of similar to Greater Accra. However, these places you get to enjoy the nature and get things at from its natural state. You see, we just passed a police uh, junction, so you get things at its natural state, you understand, like as cheap as possible. So things like coconuts, things like fruits such as bananas, plantain, and other stuff, you get them natural, you understand. And as I told you, central region actually is very close to the sea. Most of the townships are close to the sea, so when you are buying land you can look at that as well. Yeah, so it is interesting for you to actually give a view of that. So you can see, wow, look at how greenish that side is. Wow, so you can see, wow. See, I'm recording from the other side of the road, and you can see how greenish it is. Yeah, so from this side it's not like that. Yeah, so there are a couple of townships you're going to be, exceeding before you get to where you are going to, which is Cape Coast. So I might be listing some of the towns whenever we get there, so you can actually know about them and actually learn. Yeah, so I am using the public transport, so you can see how the car is in the front, or the driver front. Those are parcels that are to be delivered. So that means that if you are living at those locations and you want a parcel to be delivered to you, you can get it. You just go send it. You go to the station and they'll send it. So you see how greenish the environment is. So because I'm recording from the windows, you don't really appreciate that very well. But you see how greenish the place is. But if you look here, it's darker. But just most important thing is the road. So I'm able to show you how smooth and how the road is, so you yourself can actually get updated, so you don't get your things wrong. Understand? So from this place to Mankessim, so you see this is they call welcome to Gomuam and Primim. Gomuam and Primim, or whatever, that is one of the township. That is where we are currently. So you're going to be seeing a lot of the towns Gomwa, 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 like that. Till the time you go reach some places, that some of the towns that do not have Gomwa with them. So you see, it's just a normal road that they have vegetation, a huge vegetation at the sides, and unexplored lands. Those lands are not explored yet. So when you look at it, you see that sometimes the vegetation even crosses the road, and it makes the road very small. You can't see from afar, and that is one another description you need to learn about the weather. The weather here. So the roads are quite okay. So at this moment we are feeling very okay. The weather is so cool, because of the time we actually left that place. You can see that. So now we are currently at Edu Mponsa Junction. That's it, we just passed. We are not going to stop. Our journey is just straightforward, and that when you are going to Cape Coast, it's just a straight road. You don't need to branch anywhere. So that is one thing you need to learn about your journey. So it's good. So normally driving from Accra to Cape Coast, if you check online, it's around 3 hours. So 3 hours you're supposed to get reach Cape Coast. However, because we used the public transport, our drivers were parking on the road. See how greenish the place is? Wow, 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 wow. So our driver was parking on the road, and that led us to get there almost 4 hours time. So you just need to learn that it is between 3 to 4 hours. So you see, this is scraps. So what you're seeing is scraps. Yeah, scraps. So people actually go into the scrap business, gather scraps, and they go sell them in the greater Accra region of Ghana. So we are actually entering the township of one of the places. Just wondering how I couldn't get the name of this town. However, you can also do your own background search to find out the name. So if you know the name, just let me know. Yeah, so I tried my best to actually check the signpost and see, probably maybe I could see the name, but no. So you can see, we proceed. You can see another journey, another junction take you to another location. So this is their market. So you can see how the place is. So they've written a power house at the left side. That's a house. I don't know whether it's a royal house or what. So we're still moving. The journey is not stopping from here. We're still moving and heading to wherever we're going to, which is Cape Coast actually. So it's interesting for you to know a lot before you actually make your journey. So when you study perfectly, you see that there are a couple of nice houses at the roadside. On your right, there's another part, there's Ankamu Legacy Park. So I'm pretty sure that is also another tourist attraction. So when you make your own search, you can check it out, you understand. And I can see there are a lot of farmlands on the road. So for those of you who also are thinking of going into farming, this location is also best, because if you can actually get the land here for farming, you can enjoy yourself, yeah, because an off-grid kind of lifestyle is possible with farming, yeah, because if you don't have farm, you can actually live an off-grid type of life. But if you also want to be located in a township, it's also positive. So you have some of these fuel stations on the roadside. They are also impactful, because if they are not there, one day you can get stuck on the road. So you can see people walking. Some are coming from one town, they are walking to another town. So the means of transport here is not only car and motorbikes. Some also actually walk. You understand? And that goes across all the regions of Ghana. You always find people walking from one town to another. You understand? Not everyone can afford boarding a car. You understand? So see how this place is. See how the vegetation is, and how the road is made crowded by the vegetation. There are a lot of trees on the roadside, and me, that's one thing I like about places like this. You can see cars all busy on the road. See how the road is laid out. As for the road, it's quite okay. You can see how greenish the place is. Because I'm recording from the windscreen, you don't actually see the greenishness very well. But at the same time, you at least can actually appreciate how the road is. See, there are a lot of trees on the roadside, and the roads are quite curvy, so you have to stay focused when you are driving. So from one town, you see people walking from another place. Some are going to farms, some are walking from one town to another. So that's one unique thing about these places. It is a free place. You can actually walk alone. You see women walking, they are walking around. You see a male, female, they are all walking around. It's a safe place, yeah. Just a safe place. This is what we call freedom. If you have freedom and you fear to walk alone, there's no freedom. If you have freedom and you can't actually go out at certain times, that is not freedom. But the best freedom is the freedom you can actually get in Ghana and in Africa. Africa, there is more freedom in Africa than in Europe. Yeah, there's a lot of freedom in Africa. See how the grounds are made. See how greenish the places. See how the land is well laid out. There's a hilly part, and then there's a flat surface, and you can see it's very greenish. So this is something you can't actually buy. This is something that, it's God-given stuff. You see how beautiful it is. If you had seen this on in the video, you would think it's not real, but that is real. I tell you, me, my videos, I leave them as they are. I don't do fancy editing. It's okay. Sorry for the music. Stuck for a lot to relay. So you're actually going to coming back and seeing how the road is. You can see beautiful cars all using this road. I see this part is a little bit roughy, so you have to be very careful when you're going. Other than that, it's refreshing to actually go on this road, and you can see how everyone is busy. You can see a very nice house on the roadside. As I tell you, there are a couple of beautiful houses at the roadside. Understand? So imagine you have that. But this kind of look like a fuel station, so I'm pretty sure that is a supermarket. You seeing it right there. Yeah, so it's refreshing for you to actually stay tuned They've written on the fuel station Davis. So I don't know much about that though. So this is another township that we're getting into. Yeah. So if you study all the township, they are all similar. You have their car station at one side. They also have their market at another side, and then you leave the township. That is how most. You see, they've written out stop at Mukia. I don't know what the Mukia is. Is it Mukia or Muchia? So that is what is there. So from there we are going forward, and this is actually half of the video. So from Winneba going to Mankessim, you understand? It's also quite a long journey, kind of. You understand? So it's a good journey, especially if you are doing it or undertaking the journey in the daytime. You get to see the road very clear. So because of how long it is, there is no stuff like street light on the road. So if you are at this side, you need to be very careful when you are driving or when you are on this road. You understand? So you just need to demonstrate a lot of care when doing that. So this is a car that carries water. Yeah, so they are doing delivery cars like that. This the water companies, they deliver to other regions and other parts of Ghana. Yeah, so we are still back on the road, and you can see how refreshing the road is. Very smooth vegetation. Wow. So you see, I'm currently sniffing and inhaling a fresh oxygen. Yeah, from the trees, straight from the trees. No bend, no curve. So there's no noise here. It's just refreshing and actually a very good place for you to be. Yeah. So imagine having a home far away from Accra, having a home that there's quietness, having a home that there's a lot of a lot of vegetation around you. You have a home where you have farmlands. Yeah, you can imagine the kind of life you be living, the best kind of nature, life of nature that you'll be enjoying. So you have to learn about that as well. So it's refreshing and very good for you to actually learn about places like this. So some of these big cars are on the road, and that is if you are trying to overpass them, or how do you guys call it? You are trying to leave them. You have to watch very fast so you don't go hit another car, because it's just a two lane, one lane at each side. So when you are doing overtaken, or when you are overtaken, you have to be very careful. Watch from afar before you increase your speed to overtake. Yeah. So you can see it's a car that is parked at the junction. That's risky. You understand? That's very risky. Yeah, but it's quite okay. Yeah. So you can see this kind of like a bus stop, and then down there are houses. People are already leaving this place. There's electricity. Oh, it's electricity. You understand? There's a tractor. So you're just going to be seeing big cars like that. Hey, Ghana. People are into farming. People are doing major stuff. So what do you expect? People are into real estate, building houses. That's why you'll be seeing big cars. You see how the road has become small because of the vegetation and because of how shadow. When you are at this place, you get to always enjoy, you know, uh, you get to enjoy good weather. Yeah, because of the vegetation. So you just keep going. It's a straight road. You don't need to branch. You don't need to do anything. You just need to keep going. Yeah. So it is important that you actually learn about your journey to where you're going to. Yeah. So this place is actually called a Jumanko. So this is like an Jumanko bus stop. So you can alight here if you are going to different locations.
Yeah.
And that is under a comfy. So you can see this post that the political post that we just passed. They've written vote for me as a MP for a comfy. So from here, I think we are going to a comfy Dunkwa. Ekumfi Dunkwa. So you have Ekumfi this, Ekumfi that, different township, and they call them using Ekumfi. You understand? So I think this first town is the Ekumfi Dunkwa. Yeah, or the second town, but just one of them. Yeah, so you understand what it is. Yeah. So as I told you, it's a very good journey. Look at how greenish the vegetation is. So it is important you actually learn about this and also see how beautiful the place is. You can as well also look at how the land is laid out naturally. Ghana is having a beautiful, land that is very fertile for everything that you ever need to do in this world, for construction, for building, for farming, and it's so refreshing for you to understand that this is actually the definition of freedom, having a place where you can actually enjoy yourself and enjoy the beauty of nature. This is the central region of Ghana, and we are actually to from our way Winneba to Mankessim, Cape Coast area. So for those of you who have no idea about this journey, this is what you be expecting and what you should be seeing when you are going to Cape Coast. If you don't see this, that means you are lost. You understand? So look at how the road is. You can see how the places, as I told you, see the rain has started falling again, so it's like a journey of rainfalls, you understand. So right from Accra we experienced about 3 rainfalls. The first one was at Junction, and now I'm experiencing another one, you understand. So that is the same thing that I think we're going to experience another one more again before we get to Cape Coast. So you can see, so it's beautiful, but you just have to watch out. You can see cars coming. Uh-huh. The grounds or the road also becomes wet when that happens. Understand? So big cars are using this road. When you are driving through, you just need to be very cautious. You understand? It's just a 2 lane, or yeah, a 2 lane. It's not a double road. So that is something we're looking forward to expansion after probably the KASOA Winneba road. We hope that they expand this part of the road as well. So most of the major roads in Ghana, as far as it is a long journey, it's just something like this. See, beautiful mosque there, mashallah. So this is another township. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure someone is alighting here. So this is the Ekumfi Dunkwa. Rather, this is the Ekumfi Dunkwa. You see the signpost. So that is the Ekumfi Dunkwa. So right from Ejumanko, we drive about, is it 5 minutes to get to this place? Five, 7 minutes to get to this place. You can see how the houses are. These are very local traditional houses. If you ever want to see the new houses, you have to go inside. That is the general way Ghana is developing. You see the old houses in the front of the road in the township. But if you want to see much development, you usually have to actually, go inside the township, and that is where you see the new houses. Because development comes later. So those who were first in that to relocate to that location or to settle at that location are those who built, and that is our grandfathers and things. They didn't have money to build skyscrapers and the new type of building that we are building today. So definitely you're going to be experiencing or seeing old type of houses, but don't let that you know confuse you to think that is how all the townships are. Nah, they are usually better inside than outside. So you're welcome to Ghana, and this is the central region of Ghana. So we have actually left a Konfi Dunkwa. So I think we are now in a Konfi Ngo, something like that. A Konfi Ngo. And I say Ngo, something like, see how beautiful and greenish the place is. Wow. Wow. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. You understand? Greenish, thick. You understand? So because I'm recording from windscreen, see brighter here, but in the windscreen is darker. But always use what I show you outside it because this is real. You understand? But from with the windscreen, it becomes darker. You see, but here is fresh. Over there is darker. See, wow, 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 wow. You actually need to make time to be around this place to enjoy the beauty, inhale fresh, natural, you know, fresh natural oxygen. You understand? See, that is it. See, there's a hill in front of us. You can see how hilly it is in front of us. So that should tell you how the place is. So this is central region of Ghana. There are hills here as well, but not as compared to Volta region and Oti region. I've been there. I've been at those areas before. They also have big hills. You understand? But those hills are bigger than what you're seeing currently. So Ghana has like different structure or different way God has blessed us with in terms of our land, and that is why it's very resourceful. That is why God has blessed us with gold, with diamonds, with a lot of resources which we have actually benefited less from. And colonization and this neo colonialization, or whatever you call it, is affecting us, so we actually get these resources and people have to, so instead of thinking of adding value to the resources we get, we just go sell it raw like that, and that makes it so difficult for us to benefit, and that is why we are still suffering. If not, central region is also another location that people have benefited, or people have actually how do I get it, extracted a lot of resources from, a lot of mineral resources, and this gold and things. But look at how the entire region is, and that is why we are lagging. If not, Ghana is supposed to be better than how you see it currently. Understand? This a township. See, a very, it's hilly. Some parts is down, some parts is on top. So you can see that as well. So that is how the entire place is, and you can see how the journey is. This is a journey from Winneba to Mankessim. So in the next episode, we'll be moving from Mankessim to Cape Coast directly, and that is how the journey is supposed to be. So if you ever want to know more or to watch the next episode, you just need to go into the next listen. But before that, you need to actually wait for us to enter the Mankessim township so that you get to see how the entire place is. So we are almost closer, but it's important you still enjoy the the view. I love to show you the view. I love to show you how the road is, and I also love to show you how the vegetation is. This is something you actually need to see when you come to Ghana, and I am taking you to the tourism city, which is called Cape Coast. Cape Coast, for me, I am the one who is labeling it as a tourism city, and I have my reasons for that. And in the next episode, I will sharing much of that, because I'm preparing you to understand where you are actually going to. But for now, let's just leave it here and enjoy our ride from where we're going to where we're going to see. Wow, you can see fruits. So these are fruits that are actually on the roadside. So there are a lot of things that are sold at the roadside. I'm pretty sure this is aquacro. You can look at this yellow signboard and you see they've written aquachrome on it. That is to confirm to you that I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. So this is the aquachrome. So from here we are actually going to the Mankessim township or Mankessim city. So you can see how the aquachrome looks like. Aquachrome, 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 or aquachrome, aquachrome, aquachrome. Aquachrome is like a slave township. But I don't know whether I've pronounced it right. If it is pronounced differently, then it has a different meaning other than what I'm telling you. Yeah, but if it is pronounced Aquachrome, then that is a slave or a servant township. But I'm pretty sure it is mentioned differently and it has a different meaning. You understand? So from there, we are actually on our way heading to Mankessim Township. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering in Mankessim Township, and you can see the difference of how the feeling is, because you are actually getting yourself into a busy city that you are actually yet to see. So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to Mankessim. Mankessim is a very big city in on your way from Winneba to Accra, on your way from Winneba to Cape Coast. And what you're seeing should tell you that this is unlike what you've been watching. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see it's a busy township. You see signboards, you see the roads, you see people walking about, you see the cars, you see the shops, you see the trees, you see the houses, you see everything should tell you that this is a big town, that you can also relocate to this place if you ever wish to. Yeah, so take a look. As I told you, the development in Ghana, you always have old houses in front, but when you go inside that you see the new house they are building. Yeah, but for this video we are actually heading to Cape Coast, and we wouldn't be spending much time going into detail to show you what it is in the city. But for now, just ensure you enjoy yourself watching the city, though the rain is disturbing us, and I can't give you the 100% view that I wanted to. You can see big companies here, big shops, see people, so that's the same way you have to, relax, chill, and actually take a look at how Mankessim looks like. You're welcome to Mankessim, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to this channel. Use this video as your map, and if you want to continue watching this video, just watch it. You look up to the end of where we are going to stop. Then you check in the description of this video. You're going to see the next episode, which you're going to watch from Mankessim to Cape Coast directly, and this is the Mankessim station. So if you are going straight, you didn't need to branch here, you just needed to go straight, and you will be using this place to their runabout. And this is the runabout that is located at Mankessim. So we just moved from Winneba runabout, and we are now at Mankessim runabout. So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to Mankessim, and this video, if it has been helpful, kindly subscribe to the channel. My name is Imo Sadat. I sell lands and houses with litigation free. You just need to contact me using the numbers you see in the description of this video, and I'll be glad to help you to relocate to Ghana, have a very beautiful land with no litigation, registered with land title. Thank you for joining me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Imo Sadat.
Subscribe
To
to
Business
Business
Dynamic
Dynamic
TV.
TV.
Thank you.